Hey everyone, it's Jacob here from Illegal and welcome back to another video. The Eternals was a 2021 film about a group of 10 superpowered characters. If you haven't already seen the movie, don't worry, there shouldn't be many spoilers in this video. I'm just going to talk about the namesakes because all of the Eternals and a few of the other characters are named after mythological creatures from European, Greek, Roman, even Old Eastern Asian and even Mesoamerican mythologies. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the 10 Eternals and they will be in alphabetical order. So we'll start right at the top with Ajak. Ajak is the leader of the Eternals, and in the Greek mythology, not a god and also gender swapped, but he is a superhuman and kind of possesses power similar to that of Achilles, who's also another Greek hero. Within the comics, Ajak also kind of represents Quetzalcoatl, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, who is a Mesoamerican mythological character. Makes sense because Salma Hayek, again I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is a part Mexican actress. Next up we have Druig. Now Druig doesn't have a direct sort of comparison to a mythological god or character, however his name does very much represent druids from kind of the Roman era in European areas, especially in Britain and Ireland. The druids were fearsome warriors and often used chants to scare away their enemies. Also great casting from Marvel because the actor for Druig is Irish, similar to how the druids were often found in ancient Ireland. Gilgamesh is based off of, well, Gilgamesh from the Epic of Gilgamesh, a book about the king of Uruk and Sumeria in Sumerian mythology. Hey, wait a second, what are you doing? Are you subscribed to this channel? Click that subscribe button down there if you enjoyed this video, check out other videos on the channel and like it if you enjoyed. See you in the video. Icarus is one of the more obvious ones, a reference to Icarus, a Greek character who was able to fly much like the Eternal. Icarus and Icarus both were rather cocky and that kind of led to their undoing. Now Kingo doesn't really have a direct comparison again, but he may represent Kingu from Babylonian mythology. There aren't really many links to this except the name, but that seems to be the most viable option. Makkari is a representation of the Roman god Mercury. Mercury in Latin mythology was the god of travelling and was very similar to his Greek counterpart Hermes, who was also very famous for being fast. Phastos is based off of Hephaestus, who was a Greek god known for being good in a forge. He often made tools and weapons for other gods and characters such as Zeus. Both Phastos and Hephaestus used their technology to help humanity advance. Circe, kind of similar to Kingo slash Kingu, doesn't really have a direct comparison except the name. The only other comparison is that Circe from Greek mythology used magic and was able to change things and often used this magic and spells to change humans into animals. Thena is probably one of the most obvious links. Athena, the goddess of war, makes sense because both were avid fighters. Thena also addressed this towards the end of the movie. Often the Eternals may have actually inspired these sorts of mythological gods and goddesses and other tales in the MCU. And finally, Sprite. Now Sprite doesn't have a direct comparison, same with Druig, but may have been based around old tricksters and sprites from European mythology, which were often small creatures that would change the way things look in order to trick human beings. Now let's have a quick look at a couple of other characters. Crow is a reference to the Greek mythological character, Kronos being the actual Greek word for time. In the comics, Crow had the ability of long life, time and evolution, similar to how he appears in the movie. And finally, a bit of a spoiler in case you haven't seen Eternals. I hope you clicked off now if you don't want to see the spoiler. Eros was teased, the brother of Thanos, right at the end of the movie, played by Harry Styles. He will be hopefully appearing in future movies, otherwise they wouldn't have set him up. It would make sense. Introduced by Pip the Troll, he is an ancient being, again similar to Thanos, who has the power of seduction, similar to his Greek counterpart of the same name, who is essentially the god of love. I do wonder how Gamora and Nebula are going to react to this new character, who is essentially their uncle. Would they already know him because they haven't mentioned him so far? Would they be surprised? Pleased? Hopefully he's going to be a good character in the future movies like them. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to check out any other videos, got a couple of links in the description. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. Thank you very much and I'll see you guys in the next video.